Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Chris, and today we're gonna dive into the Charmed palette by Solalook, and I am so excited. I'm gonna tell you guys everything about this palette. If you have no idea who this indie brand is, I suggest you go to my description box, look them up. I have become a fan after playing with this palette, so spoiler alert, this palette is amazing. So of course, this palette is based on the show called Charmed. So if you have no idea what that show is, I suggest you go find it. It's really cool. I grew up watching it. It's really great. I'll try not to do any spoilers in this video. If you already watched this show, you grew up watching it, then I think we share the same excitement. So let's just dive right into this. This is the box that it comes in. This one is pretty protected, by the way, so I was happy about that. In the back, it gives a bit of information like what the shadows are and things like that, and everything in the shadows, the grams. So let's go over that info right now. So this palette is cruelty-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, and peanut-free. I was really confused to see that. I was just like, I didn't even know that peanuts could be an eyeshadow. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's just made, they're just letting you know that it's made in a peanut-free factory. I don't know. I've just never seen that, so that was a first for me, but just in case you're wondering, that's what this palette is. It is made in the PRC, aka China. It has a 24-month shelf life, and it contains talc and mica. The palette weighs 18.6 grams, and it has 12 eyeshadows. So let's just show you the palette. Here she is. Now, she's not huge, guys. If you had to compare, oh, here we go. This is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. Ooh, that's super dark. All right. This is the size of it, so it's not huge, which is great. This right here is the symbol of the power of 3. You can see this in the show on their book of shadows, which basically is a book of like spells, incantations, potions, and like evil spirits and stuff like that. So that book was passed down throughout the years to them, the sisters. And in the back, it's just the same thing as the box, so you really don't have to keep the box, up to you, your preference. When you open up this palette, ta-da! There is no mirror, but that's okay because look who is here. We have Piper, Paige, we have Pure, and then we have, of course, Phoebe. So I'm so happy to see that. And then here are the eyeshadows. Oh my goodness. We have mattes, we have highlighters, and on their site they actually say a bronzer, and I'm guessing this is what the bronzer is. I personally don't like to use things that are shimmery as a bronzer, but these down here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, is like a nice little set of highlighters, and then this could be used as a blush. I didn't use this as a blush, and I'm kind of upset at myself because I'm like, dang it, missed opportunity to show you guys how it looks as a blush. Already have a blush on, so but it can be used as a blush. We have some shimmers here and 3 mattes. So let me go ahead and show you guys the pre-recorded swatches. For these swatches, guys, I went in one time for these swatches, and I honestly could not be any more happier. I'm gonna show you guys some live right now because I think the proof is in the pudding. We're just gonna dive right into this because honestly, these are just so stunning. You need to see this for yourself because it's just that pretty. Look at this. 1, 2. Need I say more? Look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. By the way, this palette is super pigmented. It's blendable, and I had a really easy time making my eye look today. I used 3 Morphe brushes, and one of the crayon case brushes is just a very flat brush. I of course use, you guys hear this almost all the time, but the M222 brush, the oh my god, this is like fading, 326 brush, and the JH39 brush. So before I started my eye look today, I actually want to test out the highlighters down below. I do not touch the Power 3 because it's just too dark for my skin tone, but I did go into this one and I put it on my cheek, and it looks so beautiful. It definitely showed up, and it was with a dry brush, so that was really impressive. Then I went to Blessed Bee, and I put that on my other cheek. I really did like Blessed Bee the most, so I put that on my nose and for the rest of my face. So I started with my eye look using, of course, the Kylie Cosmetics Maple Concealer and just putting that all over my lid. I went in with my M222 brush, and I took Balthasar, and I went ahead and I packed that on and above my crease, going all the way out to a wing. This honestly did not take long. It was really pigmented and packed on very quickly. Above and a little bit on top of Balthasar, I went in with Kohl, and I repeated that same motion that I did with Balthasar, just going all the way across and out into the wing. Then I went ahead and I took Page because I really wanted to just soften everything up. And once again, I repeated that same process, just going above Kohl and then around and out into the wing. Next, I cut my crease with yet again the Kylie Cosmetics Maple Concealer, and I used the M326 brush to go ahead and do that line. I like to use a small detail brush to do those sort of things because it helps me control and I have a lesser chance of messing up. Using the crayon case brush that I mentioned earlier, I went in with Pure. I had to use this purple. You guys know I love purple. So I went ahead and I took it on a dry brush and I went towards the back of the wing. I filled it out and I didn't even need to go back in with a small detail brush because the way this brush is shaped really just helps you use it in tighter spaces. Next to Pure, I went in with Wide and Crisp, which is a really stunning, vibrant blue. It showed up so easily. It makes your eye pop. Honestly, you could just use that color across your lid and you're set. After Wide and Crisp, I went in with Piper. Piper is such a beautiful green. If you like green shadows, you're going to fall in love with Piper. It's so stunning. Shows up just like Pure and Wide and Crisp. And to complete the lid, I went in with Leo, which just like the rest of the shimmers showed up beautifully and it honestly tied the look together. The inner corner of my eye, I went in with Phoebe, which honestly is a different kind of formula. It's not like the other ones here. It has a little bit more oils in it, kind of similar to like the Glam Light ones that I've used. So I'm not a stranger to that. You could use your finger or a brush. I went in with a dry brush and it showed up beautifully. Moving along, I went down to the lower lash line and I started up with the JH39 brush and I went back in with the same pattern that I did in the beginning. I went with Balthasar, going across the lower lash line, and then on top of that I went in with Kohl, doing the same thing, and then lastly with Page, just softening it up. Lastly, I took my M326 brush and I went with White Lighter. I put that on my brow bone because I just had to test that one out. It's stunning, it shines, it's really pretty. I like it a lot. I think you guys will too, that's for sure. To finish off my eye, I went in with the Glam Light Calligrapher Liner. For mascara, I used the Tarte Big Ego Mascara. And finally, you guys, I remembered to show you the elegant lashes that I got before, the Witches and Wizards collection. I used Slither today. These are really comfortable, by the way, and really easy to put on. And that's it, you guys. That's what I did for my eye look today. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. And of course, let me know what your thoughts are on the Charmed palette. What do you think of the shadows? Do you think they did a great job? Do you think they missed something? Would you have liked to see a different color? Drop all your comments down below. Let's chit chat back and forth. And of course, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.